guys, I wanted to do something fun today. Well, at least I think it's going to be fun, so hopefully you do too. And play with some new makeup, just some things I've had around for a while that I haven't used in a while. Kind of a mixture of things. Try a new technique, just some different fun stuff. I just thought we could do something fun like that. And so I have my brows on and just my base makeup, like my foundation and powder. That's it. So I thought today we would play with the MOIRA Garden of My Mind palette. I very briefly used some shades out of this in a video, but I wanted to play in some of the colors that we didn't play in and do something bright and fun. And use one of the other of their blushes. This one is the Morning Sunshine blush that looks like this. We're also going to play with this Hello Kitty and ColourPop Skate Date Glitterly Obsessed Glitter Gel. So it's this kind of clear iridescent one. And I might get brave and use this lip color. So we will see after I see what the eyes look like, what we do there. So yeah, and like I said, we're gonna try a new technique that I just watched a video on today, so I will tell you more about that. But before we get into that, I wanted to tell you guys about something that I was very excited to be reached out to about. I've seen it on other channels and was like, ooh, I would really like that. And they reached out to me too. And it's Dossier. And this is a fragrance company. They are based out of France and they make perfumes that are inspired by luxury high-end perfumes, and they can get away with charging you much less because they don't pay the brand taxes that the high-end brands do. And so so cool. There are so many different high-end perfumes. If you go look at the website, of course it will be linked down below, to find ones that are fragrances that they make that are inspired by it. And I've heard several people say that have the original ones that it is a very, very good inspired by fragrance. So I was very excited to be able to pick something out. Now, I wanted to try to go outside of my comfort zone a little bit, but still stay in my comfort zone a little bit because I have a very distinct taste in what I like in scents, fragrances. I am a migraine sufferer, so I have to be very careful. Anything very florally or too fruity, it gets me. Like, I just can't do it. But it's not that I don't appreciate some of those elements in a fragrance. And so I wanted to kind of mix and mingle my typical favorite sensual kind of smell. I really enjoy a very sensual, spicy, or a gourmand kind of scent. And so I was looking for something that might be kind of a mixture of that. And I think I found it. I also wanted to mention that they are vegan and they are paraben and cruelty free. So if that is something that you you know, are very mindful of when you're purchasing things, I thought that you might like to know that. And yeah, so I ended up choosing, well, let me show you first. This is the box it comes in. It actually comes in an outer box, and then this is the main box. I'm gonna open it up and show you. So Iconic Scents, designer quality, no markups. And it comes with a little card. The card tells you on the back about the scent that you chose. And then here is the bottle. They do just a very simple label. This is how you keep costs down, people. You don't need to be super fancy about stuff. Why do I need that to be super fancy? It tells me what it is. That's all I care about. So let me show you up closer. So this is the scent that I chose. It's a nice glass bottle. This is magnetic. How fancy is that? And it's got a wonderful sprayer. The way it sprays is fantastic. Now, I've worn this perfume 4 times since I got it and have had compliments on it. My husband thoroughly enjoys it. So it makes me happy. It is a scent I enjoy on myself. It doesn't give me a headache, and people around me enjoy it as well. So what more can you ask for? So the scent that I chose is Floriental Brown Sugar. Now I was like, what is Floriental? So I looked it up on their website and they tell you. So I wrote it down here and it says, Floriental category is perfumes that mix floral and oriental notes. A number of perfumes, almost exclusively feminine, are built on the balance between these two families. I chose the Floriental Brown Sugar, which is inspired by YSL's Mon Paris. And I have never owned that perfume because guess what? It retails for $100 a bottle. No. This bottle cost $29. Yeah, that's right, $29. Like, do you see the sizes of this thing? So let me tell you a little bit about this particular scent. So the top notes are bergamot, which I love. It's like a citrus, raspberry and pear. The middle notes are jasmine, orange blossom, and brown sugar. And the base notes are patchouli, amber, and vanilla. Now, patchouli is one of my absolute favorite scents. Also amber and vanilla. So there are so many things about this when I was reading what the notes were that I was like, yes. And so I wrote down a little more about it, what the website says about this particular scent. So it says the Floriantal brown sugar opens with a vibrant raspberry pear cocktail. What? With no gimmicks, this joyful scent is sustained with a beautiful floral density. As the scent evolves, crispy brown sugar, vanilla, and a touch of patchouli warm up the fragrance to new heights. Floral and gourmand, Floriantal brown sugar is a radiant fragrance expressing a sense of playful seduction. That is totally, like, the description of that is exactly what I look for in a scent. And but it has a little bit of a floral element, which is something I usually shy away from. So that was where I ventured out a little bit in hopes that it would work out. And oh my goodness. So I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a little spritz so I can enjoy it while I do the rest of my video. Whoop. Am I giving myself two? I mean, you guys, this packaging, I mean, this is still really nice. Yeah, it doesn't have a fancy label, but it's glass and it has a magnetic top. I don't know, that is fancy to me. So something else that is amazing about Dossier is they have a guarantee that if you do not like it, if I got the scent and I was like, whoa, I just cannot do that, it is not for me, no thanks, you can return it within 30 days and they give you a full refund, even refund back your shipping for you to pay to ship it back to them. So that, if that doesn't say a lot about a company, I don't know what does. That is fantastic customer service. And like I said, this was $29. I believe the most expensive is $39. So how many perfumes can you go out and get that are that price to begin with? So I am super happy with this. Love the scent. It has a sensual scent, but it's playful. So it is exactly like it is described. And I absolutely love it. It's a scent that I think goes great for the summer, but I think it's even going to be better in the fall and winter because it's just got a little bit more of that kind of a warm scent, which I love. Maybe you're someone like me who has smelled a fragrance on someone else and just fallen in love with it, or smelled it in store, but it's a high-end fragrance that is just out of your budget. Well, this may be exactly what you're looking for as far as to find that kind of scent for you that you can afford. And so definitely check out the website and see, you can see the list of all the ones that, all the perfumes that they have that are inspired by high-end luxury fragrances. And hopefully you will find one that you love as much as I am loving this one. And so something else really awesome, I am not being paid to do this. They did send this to me for free. They let me choose a scent to try out and get a feel for their company, what it's all about. However, they also gave me a discount code, and it is Danielle G10. I will have it on the screen. It will be down with the link to the website, that you can get an extra 10% off of your order. That doesn't give me anything. It's just a code that they gave me to give to you. And from what I've heard, you can use it on top of other discount codes that they have. So definitely give that a try. If you want to check something else, check something out. What do you have to lose? Because like I said, if you get it and you just don't like it, it just is not a scent that vibes with you, you have 30 days to return it. And you can get a new one or get your money back. So definitely check that out. So thank you again to Dossier for sending this over to me. I am thoroughly enjoying it, and will be, because now it's kind of been the only scent I've been wearing. So thank you again, and let's head into the rest of this video. Okay guys, before we get into this look, I wanted to say I was trying to play with some ideas for ways to wear my hair for my nephew's wedding that's coming up. My first nephew or niece is getting married, but he's the oldest of everybody, so he's 25. And so we are going to be going to his wedding, and I wanted to figure out a hairstyle to do. Well, I always see people, I tend to do a part and then do my hair kind of to the side, but I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try it. You know, it looks so sophisticated when people don't do a part and just do, I feel like it just ages me. So you guys can let me know what you think. I trust your opinions, and it won't hurt my feelings if you say, yeah, no. Like, I don't wanna look like matronly or something. I don't know. It's just not the look I'm going for. But yeah, so you guys can let me know what you think. But let's go ahead and get into this. As I said, I already have my foundation and powder on and my brows. And I also put my eyeshadow primer on. But I wanted to go ahead and use this, it's Cover Stick Concealer in white, and it's Maybelline, that my cousin Debbie had sent to me a while back, but it works so nicely for making like some of these vibrant colors really pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put that on my lids real quick, and then we will start getting into the look. Okay, now you can see why I hadn't done this step before filming that other part of the video, because I would have been looking a little bit crazy. But all right, so we are going to get into the MOIRA Garden of My Mind, and I am thinking a pink, yellow, orange look. That's just what's in my mind. It's not gonna go at all with the like clothes I have on, really. I don't know, we're just gonna play. And instead of having it be chatty and making this video a million years long, you're like going, yes, please don't do that. We are just going to play some music, and I'm gonna show you as I'm doing the look. But then we'll come together to do the technique that I wanna show you, which is a face makeup technique, and tell you a little bit about that. And yeah, so let's just play. All right, here we go.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on. Okay, now this is fun. I've never done anything quite like this. Now, I want to go ahead and show you. I was watching today, her name is Risa, it's Risa Does Makeup, and she was showing that there was a TikTok video that she had watched and seen this technique quite a few times, but never really thought like that's just not for me, you know, kind of thing is what she was thinking. And then she decided to try it just to see. So basically it's contouring with blush. And so instead of using your bronzer up your cheek and, you know, up here along the side of your temple, that's what I'm trying to say, temple, you use blush instead. And so it actually worked really nicely for her. It kind of gives a lifting effect. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I will link that video down below so that you can see how she did it, because she showed, I'm not going to because I want a uniform look, but she showed doing her makeup the typical way she does on one side and then with this technique on the other, so that you can get an idea of the difference. And it did make a difference. And so I'm going to go ahead and, oh, these blushes. I mean, look at that. The detail in them is so gorgeous. I'm just going to kind of swipe through it all. And they can be a little intense. So her blush wasn't down here, it's up a little higher and up into her temple. So that is what we are going to do. Because Risa was saying, like, you know, thinking it's, you know, she went to makeup school for a long time, and
she's like, you know, it's always blush you put in the natural places you blush. You don't blush by your temple, so why would you do that kind of thing, you know? So that was kind of what was keeping her from trying it. I am gonna put a little across my nose here. That might have been more than a little. And so, yeah, that was keeping her from trying out the technique, but she decided to, just to see, and it actually worked out nicely. So yeah, you keep the blush up kind of high, kind of actually where you would put your highlight more. And so that is what we are doing. And then you actually can just put your highlight there. I'm going to use the Becca Champagne Pop. And you just put it in the normal place you would put your highlight. It just goes kind of on top of the blush, so no biggie. So that's what we're going to do. Champagne Pop is no joke. She blingy. She just said, though, you know, I think I'm still going to want to use bronzer. And so she put it on after. And just, so I'm going to use this little Morphe Debutante bronzer. And instead of making it bigger like how I usually do, I'm just going to put it right there. Just to define right there at my cheekbone. So it still gives that little shadow, but your blush is up higher, so it's bringing your cheekbones up higher. And so I don't know if you'll really be able to see much of a difference like me doing it this way, like this, but I still just wanted to kind of show you the technique, and you can try it out, and you can watch her video to see. I usually put my bronzer on my nose before I do highlight and blush, but you know, but you can then see how the difference was made on her. And so I just thought it would be fun to try it out and tell you guys about it in case you hadn't seen. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara, and yeah, I'll do liner, which I think I'm using this LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner and Screamin' for my waterline. And I'm gonna put on this lip. I am going to, just for the fun of it, and we'll see what it ends up looking like. It is the Kylie Velvet Liquid Lipstick in Surprise Me. So I'm gonna surprise you with what I look like when I come back, which is a hilarious contrast from like this, you know, kind of updo and like a soft looking, and then I'm like, wow, with the makeup. That's me. That's kind of my personality. I'm like, people who don't know me, I come across very like quiet because I'm introverted, and so when they see me, they kind of just assume I'm kind of like quiet and shy. But then if you know me, you know me. All right, I'll be back with a finished look. Okay, don't be scared. This is scary looking. I look like a straight up clown right now. So I am going to take this lip off. I don't dislike the color itself. It's funny because in the tube, it looks much more pink than it does on my lips. It has more of like a reddish looking tone on my lips. So I wish it looked more like it does in the tube. But again, I don't hate the color. It just does not, like, it's crazy, crazy with this eye. So, I mean, the eye is already crazy. So I'm going to take that off and come back with a much more subtle lip. And then we'll talk about this. Okay, my lips were still slightly stained from that. So I just threw on this Tokyo Milk over top, which is clear, but I still had a little bit of that stain of that other color underneath it. So this is what I got. So toned it down some. But yeah, you guys will have to let me know what you think about that. So I'm going to come up and show you the eyes. I'm already seeing something that's happening that I kind of knew would, and I should have mentioned it ahead of time with the glitter, because it is a gel base. And with my hooded eyes, the way they scrunch up, it's a lot of times it just kind of muds everything together. But so I should have showed you my eyes right away before that happened, but you'll get the idea. So it has no bearing on the shadows. Keep that in mind. It is not the shadows that are doing that. It is from putting the glitter gel over top of it. So, all right, let me come up and show you. I am so impressed with the way these mattes all like blend. They blend so nicely. But see how, especially on this eye, because it's my more hooded eye, how, you know, things are gooping up. Again, it's because of the glitter. but it was so fun and I wanted to play with it. Now, I could probably get away with playing with the glitter not on, I mean, you got to figure, I had eyeshadow primer on, and then I had that white base, and then the eyeshadow, so I had kind of quite a few layers, which then can make things kind of goop if things go awry. So next time I will try the glitter with not so much on there, like maybe just do my eyeshadow primer and then like a very light dusting of a shadow and then the glitter over top of it. So we will revisit, because there are 3 other colors of this glitter and I want to play with all of them. And so we will be doing that. But overall, the color scheme of this look I think is really fun. And I just wanted to play. I've been really into just wanting to play with makeup lately. So I hope you guys have been enjoying seeing me just play. And like I said, I do really like this color scheme. So minus the goopiness that was created by putting the glitter gel on, I do like the look of the glitter. So, you know, having hooded eyes is a little rough sometimes. But like I said, I'm going to keep playing with it and try to figure out ways that I can make it work. But yeah, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.